It's Monday, not fun day, not Saturday or Sunday. We back to work, I don't know, but I know I gotta get paid, yeah, 'cause I got bills. Everybody know that I got skills. Oh, I can't believe I'm spitting rhymes. It's Monday and my brain is like slime. Yes, it's mushy and it's gooey. I don't know. I can't say somebody wanna do me 'cause I'm married and my husband be kinda scary. Let me stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we back in this thing. Everybody is faithful like they got a ring on that finger. It's not the middle, it's the twinger. When I say twinger, I mean in between your pinky and your middle finger. Oh, I'll be making up stuff, 'cause these people always rapping, they be making up stuff. I know y'all had enough. Let me get into these hot topics and talk my stuff. Yeah. I don't know how these rhymes came out. They just did. Like a vomit tid. Oh, yuck. That's nasty. But who asked me? I'm sassy. So classy. Not, Let's get into this news. What's up, y'all? First of all, I don't even know how I spit any rhymes, I'm tired, but I can rhyme when I'm tired. That's funny. I'm funny like that. We had our open house this weekend. We had a lot of people come through. Some of them HOA ladies snuck in through there. My husband was not happy when he seen them. And y'all know we was watching on the camera. We was watching this an episode of freaking Cheaters, CSI, whatever. We was watching play-by-play, who was doing what, who was coughing, who was sitting down on our couch. People be sitting down on your couch. People be opening up your shower. People be all in your business. When I walk through a house, I don't do all the opening of stuff. I get the gist of it. I guess you want to take a peek and see what kind of shower it is, but it's just kind of strange to me. But people be all up through your stuff, man. You do all this work cleaning, and it's shoot, you gotta clean again after these little people leave, because people just really come get comfortable. But we'll see what comes out in the wash. It seemed like a few people were interested, but everybody always seems interested. We'll have to see. Other than that, y'all, I went to the gym today or yesterday, and then I just hung out. My dog had the time of her life. She got to go to the dog park, so we had to sit there for 3 hours while she checked every dog that came by. She's a Frenchie, so she's a little pipsqueak, but this girl, she checks all big dogs. It's we literally had to keep her from getting beat up, because she really if a big dog. So we went to this dog park that's called Barclay. So good. So lame. Anyway, they serve dog treats and stuff, and it's supposed to be a really nice dog park or whatever. So I went and bought her but some food, some little doggy cookies and stuff, because I was being a concerned mom. She hasn't ate, because we left the house, and I know she was all kerfluffled, because we literally had people over our house, and she had to get packed up to go. She was kind of I don't know what's going on. I'm hyper. There are dogs here. I need to see. And just like any little kid, when you try to make them sit down and eat, she was having none of it. So I had this turkey jerky, dog treats, and cookies in my pocket. Meanwhile, it's all kind of dogs coming around me, sniffing me, because they she got something on her. Then my dog, every time a dog come around us, she going crazy, get away from my people. These are my people. She was checking everybody. I was okay, boss dog. Okay, boss doll. So she had a good weekend because she got plenty of exercise. I guess every time we have an open house or whatever, we'll take her a little butt to the dog park. She had fun. She slept like nobody's business, so she was so tired. So at least my doggy had fun. Yeah, y'all, we just like living in a stage house right now, which is kind of my dream. My house is completely like pristine, clean. Like nothing's on the countertops. It's just kind of how you imagine your house should look, but it's not practical. But I kind of liked it. I kind of like seeing my house like museum clean. Other than that, that is it. So the Oscars were this day. I think I'm gonna go. I think TMZ like has all the exclusives, so we'll go look at that. First up is Kate Middleton's Mother's Day's photo was yanked. Agencies say it may be fake. They didn't like the photoshopped picture of Kate. They wanted to see her look crazy. So John Cena had a quick wardrobe change, and he surfaced naked at the Oscars. John Cena is like, if a woman was to do what John Cena does, so they would say she's only good for showing her body. And that's kind of what I think of John Cena. Like John Cena, he's trying to be The Rock or whatever, but I guess he's just not he's missing what The Rock has as far as acting and stuff goes, but he's literally just like a meathead with a body. And I don't find him entertaining, but I guess if a woman did that, they would say the same thing. He's like the Jenny, who was that girl, McCarthy of Hollywood to me, the male version. Ryan Gosling performed I'm Just a Ken at the Oscars. I would never watch that. I don't even know why I clicked on that. I barely could get through Barbie. I don't know why y'all like that. I couldn't do it. There was parties all weekend. The Jenners and the Hiltons and Bezos and Usher. All kind of Oscar parties. I wanted to just get into the whole list of everything. There was pro-Palestine protests that overtook the street of LA ahead of the Oscar ceremony. Alright, let's go to this other thing. Let's go to the other thing. Okay. Where's the list? The dang list. So Oppenheimer, unsurprisingly, wins Best Picture, but at least Al Pacino makes it interesting. I don't know what Al Pacino did to make it interesting. Emma Stone won Best Actress for Poor Things and quotes Taylor Swift in thanking her daughter. Cillian Murphy, Christopher Nolan take Oscar victory laps for Oppenheimer. Billie Eilish and her brother Finesse obviously win Best Song for Barbie hit What I Was Made For. Look at that outfit. That's Ryan Gosling performing with, what's his name? / Robert Downey Jr. Come on down. Oppenheimer star finally gets an Oscar. They just gave everybody an Oscar for that movie. Davine Joy Randolph takes home supporting actress in The Holdovers. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I know there's a long list. A Minnesota mother accused her drowning child because she could not enjoy her bath. They say that, but that looks like a man in that picture. Tyler Ford had her scalp nearly torn off in a shock dog attack as her mom hid at her boyfriend's house when the police arrived. Obviously, they took both of those parents to jail. A woman threw red liquid on Kamala's, what do you call that? Motorcade. Jimmy Kimmel hosted the Oscars, if you care. Let me see. I'm trying to get this list of winners. Alright, here we go. Got the list. They got the list. Gotta get past these ads, but they got it. It's like, how do you work anything anymore when you try to, like, get a whole list? These freaking ads. If I didn't know any better, I wouldn't know. Okay. Best Picture, Oppenheimer. Best Supporting Actress, Davine Joy, The Holdovers. Words Over for Best Animated Film. The Boy and the Heron, winner for Best Animated Film. Anatomy of a Fall, won Best Original Screenplay. American Fiction, won a winner. I just watched that on Prime this weekend. That was actually a decent movie. Best Makeup and Hairstyling, Poor Things, winner. Best Production Design, Poor Things, winner. Best Costume, Poor Things, winner. Best International Film, The Zone of Interest, United Kingdom. Best Supporting Actor, Robert Downey Jr. in Oppenheimer. Best Visual Effects, Godzilla -1. Best Film, Editing, Oppenheimer. Best Documentary, Last Repair Shop. Best Documentary Feature Film, 20 Days in Mariupol. Best Cinematography, Oppenheimer. Best Live Action, The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. Best Sound, Zone of Interest. Best Original Score, Oppenheimer. Best Original Song, What I Was Made For. Best Actor, Cillian, Oppenheimer. Best Director, Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer. Best Actress, Emma Stone, Poor Things. Full list of Oscar winners. Got that. Alright, let's see what we really came for. The fashion. So Daphne Joy. Really hate her dress. Billie Eilish. Really hate that outfit. I hate tweed. It is not my favorite at all. You know what? I get really sick of every freaking site. I know who'll have it. Don't ask me why I'm talking like this either. You know what? I'm about to give up on this. I'm sick of it. Just forget it. I don't even care no more. Let's see what else we got here, y'all. This pop-ups is going crazy tonight. Chris Brown scrapes up his Lambo in Hollywood. I'd be mad too. This is not funny, but it is funny. Madonna was grilling one of her fans about why were they sitting down, and come to find out the person was in a wheelchair. It's like, why are you sitting? It's like, Madonna, stop the madness, girl. Stop the madness. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle visited Uvalde victims this weekend. Donatella Versace was caught in an elevator. A Fort Worth gorilla goes ape charges at the zookeeper before a standoff. I'd be like, you know what, ape? You can have it all, man. I could not do that. Mary J. Blige opens up about her past struggles and hating the sound of her voice. Me too, Mary. I can't stand my voice. Cardi B reflects on being afraid and regaining confidence in herself. I'm just starting to feel like I'm not afraid anymore. I've never known Cardi to be self-conscious. She's always been like herself, but I guess not. She was always known for being herself, but maybe the cheating made her insecure. An ex-convict who became an advocate for prison reform arrested after human remains were found in his apartment. So this guy, 48-year-old Sheldon Johnson, was charged with murder and dismemberment of a man. The dude shocked his supporters and those who knew him for his efforts to reform himself and help others detach from gang life. Johnson, who spent 25 years in prison for attempted murder while he was high-ranking member of the Bloods gang, has since made appearances on podcast shows where he's discussed his journey towards redemption. Neighbors reported suspicious activity at the apartment, which led police to find a man's torso and 2 feet in a bin. Authorities probed deeper and uncovered the victim's arms and legs and head in his possession. He's being held without bail. That'll be unfortunate if he did do that. Larsa Pimpin defends giving her daughter Sophia $2,500 a month child support. Allowance, says LA is expensive. Honestly, for rich people, $2,500 is kind of cheap. I'm shocked. I imagine them having like $10,000 a month allowances for real. I think I read a Dear Abby. Let me see. Dear Abby, I'm the only child in my 30s now who was raised by an emotionally and verbally abusive mother. When I was in her whipping post, I was an emotional crush for her and had to assume parental tasks. Since I became an adult, she's violated my boundaries repeatedly. We just don't have a good relationship. About 15 years ago, she injured herself at her friend's home and didn't seek medical care. She has used this injury as an excuse for not being able to do things over the years. I've wondered many times how bad it really is, or if she's using it as a reason to get others to do things for her. Over the last 6 months or so, she started doing less and less for herself. She expects my husband or me to drop everything and drive to her home to do every little small task. She blames his old injury, but still refuses to go to the doctor. I don't know what to do. She said, Dear concern, while it's suspicious that your mother steadfastly refused to see a doctor about her life-changing injury, her reason may not be that she's faking, but fear of doctor. That she insists she has been hexed by someone practicing black magic is interesting. Guilt can be a powerful emotion, and after what you've written about her, I wonder what she may have done to that person that makes her think so. You shouldn't not have to be at the beck and call of a parent who mistreated you. Start researching senior services. And that's what I was going to say. Either put her in a nursing home, get her a nurse or something. Let's see what else we got. Alright, whatever. I think, let's see this crazy site. I don't know. I did want to show some stuff earlier from other stuff. I'm all over the place today. You're getting written up for this. A McDonald's customer calls out a drive-thru worker who asks him to park and wait for his order. That's normal at McDonald's. You gotta park and wait for your order. But, you know, what can you do? This lady says that her company used an AI to steal her likeness to create a deepfake ad. You should have a lawsuit there. Taco Bell drive-thru customer asks, why we stopped using the first window? It's for storage. Did you really go to the drive-thru and ask that? I'm not playing the video. A hotel worker dives under a desk to hide from guests. It backfires. That'd be something I'd try to do. It probably wouldn't even work. She tried to hide from death and almost knocked herself out. So this lady here says she's working several jobs at once. Let's play her video.
Okay? It's 2024. We're stacking jobs. All right? We're stacking money. We're stacking jobs. We don't owe these companies any loyalty. Okay? So get to it. If you want to know how to do it, I'll teach you. I promise you I'll teach you. It's not that hard. Y'all have multiple kids and y'all tend to all of them at the same time. So and I get them all done at the same time. So stop playing, okay?
So that's cute and all, but you can actually go to prison for that. FYI. You cannot work a job at the same time. It's actually illegal. And I hate to be a Debbie Downer because I love to have a 2-job gig. It would be a dream, but you cannot work 2 jobs simultaneously. They can put you in jail for that. And there's been rare cases. I think those rare cases are people that hated on somebody. But just a heads up, that seemed like good advice. But if somebody hating on you, they could lock you up if your company found out you were working for somebody at the same time, let alone a competitor. It seems like it shouldn't be that way, but it just is. Travis Kelce has a movie coming out. Oh my gosh. I feel like he's gonna suck this season on the Chiefs. When football players start going Hollywood, it's just a wrap. This cruise goer says she found cameras in an unexpected place on the ship. Is there a video? Must not be. Let's see. says, as the video continues, the camera zooms in on what appears to be a security camera mounted discreetly on the side of the ship, pointing directly at the balconies of the passengers. So what is she saying? She been topless and the camera caught her? I mean, shoot, girl. Never know where they got cameras at. A customer says Chili's is now cheaper than McDonald's. I wouldn't doubt that, because nobody really eats Chili's no more. Alright. I do not see nothing worth a video worth playing. Let's check that other site. The crazy site. Yeah, this is messed up. Corporations are buying most of the houses, which is messed up. And you can't compete with them, dude.
Hey, one credit union, can I get one credit?
Wait to the commercial.
Tonight on Georgia's housing crisis, a GSU study says 19,000 homes, not apartments, homes in the metro are owned by 3 companies. That's nearly 1 in every 9 houses up for rent, and some entire suburban neighborhoods where corporations own it all. Channel 2's Michael Dowdna is live in Paulding County. And Michael, this is important because it drives up prices for everyone.
Yeah, when you're talking about tens of thousands of homes involved here, well, it can make an impact. Meaning that homes that you see like this one that would originally have been a starter home about a decade or so ago are now for lease. Signs in front yards showing not a home for sale, but for rent.
Atlanta has more of these types of properties than the next couple of metro areas combined.
These properties are single-family homes owned by corporations, not people. And Atlanta is the #1 location for these houses in the entire country, according to GSU professor Taylor Shelton.
Just a decade or so ago, none of these companies even existed.
But a recent study found that just 3 companies, known to customers as Progress Residential, Invitation Homes, and Main Street Renewal, own more than 19,000 homes in the metro area.
The homes that most of these companies are buying are exactly the kind of starter homes that 15, 20, 30 years ago would have been first-time home buyers.
And in certain areas, these corporations can own most of the homes in a neighborhood. Take this street where every single house you see is owned by Invitation Homes, built to rent and not to buy, impacting the entire market as a whole.
It makes it impossible to find a deal.
Jordana Haig says the end result has led to higher prices as corporations have bought up much of the supply of homes, pushing up house prices while also allowing them to control the rent.
It's problematic because there should be more competition to keep prices reasonable.
But for others like DeMar Madison, these rental homes allow folks to try out home ownership without the full commitment.
You need a new roof? You call Invitation. Tell them, hey, I need a new roof. So I think it just varies. I think it depends on the person.
Now, while this study focused on just the top 3 corporations that own the most property, if you actually expanded that out to the top 10, well, they own more than 30,000 homes in the metro area. If you expand that beyond just the immediate metro, those numbers only continue to climb higher. We're live in Paulding County. Michael Dowdna, WSB Tonight.
I think those numbers...
Yeah, I know when I lived in Georgia, I rented a house, and they're nice houses, but if you were going to buy, yeah, you have to compete with them. Mike Tyson hitting the heavy bag at 57 years old.
Searching for a new Acura? The search is over at J. Wolf Acura. Right now during the Spring into Performance League.
Although I know Mike Tyson's not really gonna fight this boy, Mike still got it. I wouldn't want to fight him. This girl's date stood her up because she was 10 minutes late.
This shingle? It's metal. Surprising, right? And this one? Also metal.
Y'all, tell me why this dude told me to meet him at Osaka's at 6. And so, like, 6:10, I'm like, I'm on my way, but he never texts back. And I get here, he's nowhere to be found. It's 6:50.
You told the man to be there at 6 o'clock. He was there at 6 o'clock. You left your house at 6:10. You didn't get there till 6:50. You're 40 minutes late. He's not there because you're 40 minutes late. You want a man to be there, right? You want a man to be on time, a man to take you seriously. Sure, if you're not taking him seriously, he's not going to be there. You think because you are beautiful and you got nice hair and all this stuff, you think that's going to keep, like, shorty, be on time. Good looks is not going to sit here and help you keep a man, respectfully. Respectfully.
Yeah, if you late to the date, I'm leaving you too. First date, I give you 15 minutes. Alright, let's get into these Reddits. See what Reddit's up today. What's something absolutely worth spending the extra money to get the nice version of? Shoot, man. Yeah, toilet paper, bedding, work boots, outdoor. You need some nice. My husband makes fun of how tennis shoes. I normally say tennis shoes, but you need some nice tennis shoes. I'm a big shoe person. They need to be comfortable. They need to, especially the older I get, it's got to have it all. A good mattress, absolutely, dude. I live by a good mattress. Headphones, absolutely. Lawyers. Parachutes, yeah. Dental work, tattoos, appliances. Honey. Cheese, yeah, I gotta have some good cheese. I don't like that cheese that tastes like vegetable oils. Dish soap, absolutely dish soap. All soap for real, man. Cheap soap just ain't gonna get it. Syrup, it's gotta be good syrup. I mean, I've had some good Great Value syrup, but somebody said condoms. Coffee, I don't drink coffee, but I would assume so. What is a question that you always hate getting asked? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna read y'all's because I can go on and on. Why don't you smile? Ugh. Tell us something interesting about yourself. Lame. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen? Why don't you smile? Why'd you apply for this job? Somebody said, because I need money, B. What makes you single? When are you going to get married? What are you thinking about? How was work? What you do this weekend? What you do this weekend is almost just like it's like a nice thing. Most people don't care, especially if you ask your coworkers. But it's just, if you don't say how's your weekend, you're kind of like a jerk. I feel like especially if you worked with people for a long time. Do women like this? Do men like that? What are you doing for the next 5 years? So what do you do for a living? Like, I hate when people ask me that too. Like, especially when you're trying to get loans or something, they want to know what you do for. What does it matter? It just matters if I got the money and the credit. It really don't even matter what I do for a living. I could lie. You wouldn't know. If you can have the entire world know one fact or a piece of knowledge, what would it be? Human memory is imperfect. Yeah, everybody remembers things differently. Just because someone disagrees with you doesn't mean they dislike you. You can have a debate without getting your feelings involved. Yeah, people have a hard time with that. Thoughts aren't facts. Corporations are not and never will be your friends, for sure. When police say anything you say will be used against you, yeah, don't say nothing. Not even a peep. People in power are lying to you to stay in power, yeah. It's so evident now, too. Look at who we have in the White House and who's going up against each other. The inside of your butt is hot enough to boil a hard-boiled egg. What? Yuck. It's nasty. Irregardless, it's not a word. I think they made it a word now because people say it so much. Alright, let's see what the a-holes are up to today. You left. You should have slapped her. Am I the a-hole for leaving a party after this girl sat on my husband's lap? I would have been like, excuse me? I would have looked dead at my husband would know better. My husband be like, my husband, he would have he's not, no, that triggers me just reading this. I'm still so in shock with everything. So sorry for rambling. My husband and I have been married for 3 years, and from the beginning he was very close with his best friend's sister. My husband would often talk about her and tell how he had seen her grow up throughout the years. Cindy is always very bubbly and seems very fond of Jack as well. I remember when we were dating, she would ask to come along on our dates a lot. I never really said anything as I like spending time with her as well. She's like a little sister to me. When we announced our engagement, she asked to be my husband's better not. She asked to my husband, better not forget her after being a married man and still hang out with her. Well, we got married and I then made her my bridesmaid. Soon we moved to a different state and kind of lost contact. Now Jake's best friend comes to stay with us for some time, and Cindy came along as well. Now the moment she saw us, the first thing she said was how hot my husband has gotten, and she was glad he didn't look like the born married man. Then throughout their stay, Cindy would just ignore my presence and would be way too close to Jake. I told Jake that it was looking inappropriate and to ask Cindy to tone it down, but he said that Cindy is just a little bit childish and that no baby. I wish my husband would say that. Anyway, well, the last day we decided to host a dinner party for everybody. During the party, I was with Jake when Cindy came and told me, oh, I need to steal your husband for a while. And before I could say anything, she grabbed Jake's hand and took him for playing games. I ignored it since it was their last day, but then throughout dinner, she was getting way too close. She would just drag him around whenever, giggling, yada. When everybody sat at dinner, I sat beside Jake and Cindy came last. She then said, oh, there's no seat, and then just went and sat on my husband's lap. Everybody was surprised, and Jake's laughing. Cindy stopped acting like a kid. You're not a kid anymore. Cindy started laughing, saying it was a joke, and got up and sat on another seat while giggling at me. Yeah, I was so angry with the disrespect and with the fact that Jake was so cool with it. But I didn't want to say anything bad, so I excused myself, took my car, and went out. About an hour later, Jake called me asking where I was. I told him I went to my friend's house and I will come after Cindy has left. I knew what I did was terrible, but I was so angry at the time that I didn't. You was not wrong, girl. Jake was very mad and said I took things too far. I started crying and told him how he made me feel. He said I was horrible to think such things, yada yada. To top it off, Cindy sent a message saying that she was sorry for making you feel known. I'm sorry you insecure and you don't know boundaries. I just told my husband he needs to maintain a distance. Later, Cindy's brother texted me and called me a bunch of names. People were saying she has issues with boundaries. So Cindy sent a message saying that she was sorry about making me insecure. What a nasty piece of work she is. That message makes your skin crawl. You could maybe pass all this off as her being stupid at 18. Maybe she's just wrapped up in her own. She does not see the impact she's having. I doubt it. No. Honestly, your husband's wrong because he should have just checked it off that. Like, you shouldn't even have to say nothing. Your husband should have shut it down. I'm on the at home for telling my wife to take Trump out of the family prayer. That's hilarious. But you should pray for these people. You actually supposed to pray for leadership, so I don't know. Am I the a-hole for telling my mom the only way I'll see my stepfather is if he was dead? I know the title sounds bad, but please just hear me out. My mom, 40, met my now stepfather, 48, when I was 23. At first, it was great. He was super nice and even played with me, but around the time I was 7 to 8, my mom was working full time and my stepfather didn't work as he gets disability. And so she's saying she pretty much had to do everything. And if her chores weren't done, she would get spanked, but it was more like a beating, if I'm honest. He would use hands, belts, and 2x4 with holes drilled in it. When I was 9, my brother was born and just got worse for a while. When my mom was on maternity leave, it was nice. He wasn't mean or angry. But as soon as she got to work, it would start again. Only this time he would just disappear for hours and have me watching a 3-year-old and a newborn. My grades started slipping badly. As the boys got older, it was my job to get them up for school. At the end of the day, I get them onto the bus, help with homework, yada yada. I got a job at 15, started saving money. I'm sorry for rambling, but it just felt nice to type all this out. My mom told my brothers that until I apologize, so here's this goes. I did not invite my stepfather, so it was my birthday recently, and my mom was working, so my brothers and I went to the mall and hung out. I did not invite my stepfather for obvious reasons, but my mom called me later that night upset that I had, in her words, that I had done something to exclude my own father, who just misses me being around. And honestly, I snapped. I told her in no way was that man my father, and that the only way I'm going to see him is at the funeral. She then proceeded to call me an awful, cruel woman that she couldn't possibly have raised, and hung up. My mom told my brothers that until I apologized, they wouldn't be allowed to see me anymore, and now James is starting fights with both parents. I don't regret saying it, but did I take it too far? No, absolutely not. And once again, I'm blaming your mom. It's like the last dude with your mom had to know as a mother. Like, these moms that act so oblivious to what's going on at home with their kids just crack me up. Because if you have another man that's not your kid's father raising your kids, you need to be checking in with your kids. It ain't that much working in the world. And yeah, that's her husband. That ain't your father. You don't owe that dude nothing. Somebody said, not the a-hole. Your mother is horrible for turning a blind eye to the views. Exactly. Who's exactly what I said. It's all on your mom. These moms and these people that like to pretend that they were in these healthy relationships, and then when you get older and decide that the truth, and then they say, how dare you break their facade, break that mud, break it over and over. Alright, y'all, I think I'm gonna wrap this up because my voice is getting so raspy. I can't anymore. I was gonna say nasty, but I already used that. I need to find something else that rhymes with raspy. The Great Gatsby. Nothing I do lastly. I'ma do this fastly. I don't know. But I know I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully with more energy. Mondays always is just such a drainer for me. But it's spring forward, one of my favorite times of year. Only problem with spring forward, you get to work faster than you'd want to. You know what I'm saying? But y'all stay up in peace.